Hi guys, this morning I want to take a look at the new challenge tier on the Rebel Roundup event. So that's on at the moment, and this is a completely new thing that they've added recently. My team's just spanked its way through all of the regular tiers. The Mythic tier was new as well, but it was so easy that I've not even bothered to video it. It was pretty much exactly the same as the bonus tier. I didn't notice any difference. I can auto the bonus tier. I did play the Mythic tier, but it was so easy. But anyway, I want to have a look at the challenge tier. And in here you get Zeta mats and some like finisher pieces and Chirotech. I think the other one you get relic materials. I'm not quite sure. I'll have a look. Now, let's have a look. So it recommends Relic 3 with 6 mods, Zetas, etc, etc. I don't quite have that, but considering I smashed Mythic tier, well, why wouldn't I ever go? So my Bosk is Relic 4, but the rest of them are pretty much as they are. And I've got the health pack on Boba Fett as his only Gear 12 piece, which really does make him a lot more durable because his base health at Gear 12 is only about 16,000. So that adds another 6, it's quite a big deal. But I'm going to have a go at this and see how it goes. Okay, so the opener they have actually chipped into my protection, which on the previous tier they don't. They basically just bounce off me. Right, okay, so let's taunt and start with doing things. So do the AoE, get some debuffs out, and then I want to start killing people off and using this ability, which is the Many Disintegrations ability. You don't really need to use that too much on the other tiers, but I probably will need to use it here. And what that lets you do is it gives you a bonus turn, and then if your bounty hunter kills the opponent, he gets a stack of this Disintegrations, and it gives him like 20% off S stacking until the end of the battle. So by the time you get to the later tiers, you're just smashing it. So in this first one, I think my plan is to build up a few stacks of that and then move forward. So first job obviously is to get your contract out because that makes quite a big deal. But this doesn't seem to be that hard so far. I mean, that opener did a bit of damage to us, but yeah, not too worried. Right, so I'm going to try for a Disintegrations here with Boba Fett. Let's just use his rocket because it'll convert this regenerating health into damage. Nope, not quite. But I can get it with somebody else. Probably Jango Fett when his turn comes around. Yeah, you can see them dropping quite a bit of damage in. So let's do Jango Fett, and that way that Jango gets all his protection back when he kills someone. But once he gets rid of a character, get that taunt back up. I'm stuck fighting this guy at the moment. Now these guys have like 2 lives, so that might actually be a good way of getting more stacks. I don't really want to kill Chirrut, but I do want to get rid of Bodhi because he seems to be actually doing something. I'm sure that was his explosion that knocked all the protection down. In the other tiers he doesn't do anything. No, you're hitting Dengar, he's stealth. Those guys are doing little bombs, but they didn't do a huge amount, they just chipped away. I have a feeling this might be a little bit of an endurance run, so if the video gets a bit dull at points, I'll just speed it up. but they don't seem to be able to kill me. My health does, protection just comes back from the Bosk. Usually he just regenerates it all. But yeah, you can tell that they've got substantially more like health and things than the previous tier. I mean, like Jango Fett just did a flip there. That's nothing. And I don't think that it's going to give me too much problems, but still got to go through it. Okay. I'm generating too much health. I need to change my tactics. And that might be to just kill the turret. I mean, usually I just go for these guys and take advantage, like I said, and get more stacks, but I think he's just keeping them alive too long, so let's go for him instead, see if we get a chance. Right, now, this will probably help me because I can lower his max health with the flamethrower ability and Jango Fett. Still stuck here, right. That was nothing. That was absolutely nothing. Oh, almost got him. Right, okay, so I can get a many disintegrations here, so I'm going to go for that. Ah, you penis. Because I should have targeted someone else before I did that, but never mind. Yeah, it didn't count. I think I just killed it from the assists. That's Dengar's ability. Never mind. I'm not even really using Bosk's taunt here, just because I'm kind of interested to see how much damage they sort of put onto my other characters. Oh, no chance. Yep, got a stack there. Usually by the time I finish this I can be on sort of like 3 stacks on a couple of characters. I mean, I've got the Zeta on Jango Fett so people can't be revived, but in some ways that can actually be a detriment because it stops you getting as many stacks. I mean, Jango and Boba are the main ones who want them on, but see if I can get some more. Try with Bosk. Yep, one Bosk. Let's try this. Yep, and then Jango Fett. Dengar doesn't really matter. He's mostly there to chuck grenades, which just gives you the status effects to heal everybody. You can get 2 hits. Oh, yeah. No. Okay. So we've got. I mean, it looks like the same team lineups, right? We've got 2 and 3, and 1 on Bosk. That's okay. These openers obviously do a reasonable amount of damage. So anyway, in this fight, you just kill Jin. I'm sure that most of you have played this before, but just kill Jin, or she just keeps resurrecting everybody. Again, you can use this to build up stacks of many disintegrations, but I'm not sure. I'm not really sure how many you're going to need. I mean, obviously my team's not. It's not all relics. I've only got 1 relic character here, and the recommendation is relic 3. But as you've seen, it's not been that hard. I mean, look, I just chucked grenades and Jango Fett got full protection. So as long as your guys aren't getting absolutely wiped out, this shouldn't be too bad. Alright, let's try this one. No, Cad Bane, you dick. She's dead anyway, whatever. It's funny though, noticing that I can target somebody outside of the taunt and then use this special ability and it will call assists onto that person even though there's still a taunt up. That is quite interesting. Right, I might get rid of Cassian Andor because he puts out a ton of debuffs. I think this is my Benny disintegration. Yeah, right, okay. Blah, 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 blah. Right, let's go for this. Even still. And I still want to build up these stacks. No. Drop my health on K2. And call assist. Right, I'm going to call this, but I'm not going to do this right this time. Yep. And then Jango Fett gets his turn. Do this. Yeah, do 4. I imagine you can do this with a different team, but this is these are the best back hunts I've got. The only other one I've got is IG88. And yeah, he's like gear 4 or something. I just did him for the Millennium Falcon event. But characters like Greedo can be really good because again you're throwing loads of grenades, and if you've got Bosk as your leader, you're gonna heal. I think Embo could be quite good. He's got the hat that goes through protection. So as you can see, I'm just abusing the many disintegrations thing. I'm not going to get it. No, maybe. Right, I can get 1. Bingo, I'm not killing. Yeah, because he keeps reviving. Every time he dies, you can get a stack. Okay, right, Phoenix. The only thing you have to deal with is Sabine, because otherwise she's going to start armor shredding your character and that gets you killed really quick. You just get rid of Sabine. And I'm surprised they haven't changed any of the opponents. There you go. So, because you don't want the armor shreds going on with Ezra here jumping all over you. Speaking of Ezra, he is the next person that I will assassin. Health down on Kanan. You just got to watch your AoEs as well because of the counter attacks. If you don't have taunt on boss, you could be in a situation where everybody piles into a character that's not quite as hard. Right, he's gone. They're pretty much not going to kill us now because their damage is too low. And as we get more stacks of many disintegrations, it actually gets easier to get even more stacks because you're more likely to one-shot people. You can actually see that Jango Fett's damage is actually getting to the point of it being quite reasonable. Should be able to kill Kanan. Yep. Yeah, would call like some of the abilities on a chopper that he dodges. So sometimes you feel like you're wasting your many disintegrations thing. No rocket in to get for the counter attack. Not using any abilities now, I'm just going to use basics. His potency's through the roof because my boss is on 150% tenacity, plus the contract. Right, lots of AoEs going out here, so let's just stun people. Grab some ability block. Really want to get rid of Lando. I mean, the others chuck grenades, which is annoying, but Lando's the one giving them all like crit chance increases and things. Taunt going. We're okay. Stun Lobot. Try. Nope. Try and kill off Lando. As I say, if you build up your stacks, this event just gets easier. And at the moment, I feel like this event's getting easier because my damage has actually increased to the point where I actually feel like it's feeling like some of the previous tiers. Let's leave that for Jango Fett and get him a launching on 7. I mean, because the enemies are tougher, and obviously they're reviving more because they're tougher, they take longer to kill, they've got more chance to get their second life back. I'm actually getting more stacks than I usually would. I mean, when I put this on auto, I'll go through the bonus tier and I might have 4 stacks on like Jango Fett or something, just because the tier's not that hard. But from the looks of this, as long as your boss is decent and everybody else is not awful, you'll be able to do this for sure. I think if your boss gets weaker, you'll just end up getting the damage put onto characters like Cad Bane or Dengar, and it'll just kill them off. I mean, you do have that advantage with like Boba Fett and Jango, where they've got like the extra life. And in some ways I think you could probably run this team with Jango lead. But getting that contract out before anyone gets killed on that initial barrage might be quite difficult. Should have done the many disintegrations there. Let's try and disintegrate these 4, get another 4 stacks. I mean, the only characters you really need to watch out for at the end is CLS. He can actually do something. when I played the tier previous to this one, the new Mythic tier, which is the tier they've added as well, he was the only character that actually did any damage to my team. I think he used his big special attack, and it did. I think he took Dengar down to like, I don't know, 75% protection, but that's the most that anyone did. Yeah, my team was hard enough that I was just stomping my way through it. I'm not too worried about getting stacks on Cad Bane or Dengar because their gear levels aren't quite. I mean, Cad Bane's on 10. And again, I would like to put more stuff on him, but he's like, I would like 150 ZWGOHs, and well, there's a queue. So the damage output on those characters isn't as good, but it's the assists and the abilities that allow you to stack extra health and things from possibly that we want for. As long as you're, as long as these three are really good, you can stomp all over this event. I've got 9 stacks for Django Fett, which is pretty scary. That's like, what was it, 20% of the time? Increased offense, is it 20%? Yeah, cool, so he's on like 180% offense. Oh, the next one we've got Han and Chewie, so we need to watch out for that. But I'd imagine if they tooled up Han, he could actually deal some damage. Chewbacca's not too bad because he's a bit slow. And as I say, it doesn't look like they've not changed any enemies. They've just like increased their level. So like these guys, they're relic level. But still a joke because they're crappy rebels. Yeah. I mean, like, if he's a Relic 13 character, Gear 13 character, and he's just doing that to a Gear 10 character, it's not that great. I don't really feel that. I mean, this event's always been kind of easy, provided you've had like the core bounty hunters, but it just doesn't feel harder at all. Whereas I know the Ewok event was quite substantially harder. Oh, wave 7. Right, okay, so that's not too bad. That's my ability block. I'm going to taunt just because Han's quite hard. Now, from what I believe, this isn't actually the Chewbacca from like the regular Chewbacca. I think it's sort of like pre that event, so he doesn't have the run forward and slam the floor. You don't have to worry about that. It's just the opener from Han Solo. If you'd have done that on a weaker character, I'd have been slightly more worried. Let's try this. Oh, not quite enough, even with 10 stacks. I get the feeling if I try the next tier, this is going to be pretty much the same deal, or the game's going to crush me. But this isn't that hard. I'm not sure if I can put this on auto. Definitely not at the start. I probably need to build up the stacks manually and get through the first 2 waves, but then after that, I'd be very tempted to try putting this on auto. Special cooldowns. So it's this wave. If they're going to do anything, it'll be on this wave. Right, we've got first turn. It's either try and stun CLS or R2. I'm going to go for CLS. I can drop his health. That's good R2, you're doing a cracked ability. It's just next to nothing to us. I'm going to ability block as many characters as I can. I'm going to have to chew through this guy. I'm going to try this. Boom. Yeah, sorted. At this point, I'm just going to stick it on auto. Oh, saying that, Jango Effect took a big hit there, but it's not too bad. And you can see that Fulcrum's still kicking out a lot of damage. So we probably need to watch out for her as well. So yeah, 3 stars. Got this lovely stuff, brilliant. Okay, challenge tier 2. So this one, the only difference is relic 5. And we get the relic materials. I'm going to try this. Same team again. See what happens. Yeah, that was a big hit. Definitely tell the difference there. I mean, look, killed half the characters. And they're getting loads of turns in. Not had a turn yet. Okay, yeah, that is substantially harder. Not necessarily because their damage is higher, although it is a bit higher. But I think like every character had like 3 turns before my boss got a turn. So yeah, that's not going to happen. Let's just try that again and see what the opener is like. I mean, I know obviously I've got some characters that are nowhere near the level of durability they should be, but still. Yeah, you're just going to need it just to survive that. That is a substantial change. I do find it quite strange though, the way that they choose to do the rewards. It's like you need relic levels to get the relic materials to be able to then do the challenge. It's like it's like that catch-22. Oh well. Yeah, I'll leave it there, and I'll try and power up some of my bounty hunters a little bit more. But considering that I've got Boba Fett at gear 12 and he just died instantly, that might be you need them all at a minimum of gear 13 just so that they survive that initial onslaught. Because I mean, with that many attacks, just fishing for RNG is just quite difficult for them not to kill someone. But thanks for watching, guys. I will see you next time.